Abanawa, Shabashamayim, Kwadash, Hayah, Shamka, Yahweh, Malakwatka, Taba'a, Ratazaka, Hayah, Aisha, Ba'aratazar, Kawa, Hayah, Bashamayim, Lathananawa, Lacham, Kal, Yawam, Wasalachnawa, Chaubwathnawa, Kasalachnawa, Chaubwathyanawa, Wala'a, Tabia Anawa, Manasaya 1, Abal, Hawashayanawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Wa'ala, Wa'atapa Arath, La'ai Walamyam, Aman. Ya Baraka, Ya Baraka, Yahweh, Yahweh, Waya Shamaka, Waya Shamaka, Yahweh, Yahweh, Ya Yahweh, Panyawa Al Yaka, Panyawa Al Yaka, Waya Khanka, Waya Khanka, Yahweh, Yahweh, Yasha Yahweh, Yasha Yahweh, Panyawa Al Yaka, Panyawa Al Yaka, Wayasham, Wayasham, Laka Shalom, Laka Shalom, Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shah, Yahweh Shah, Barak Rapah, Barak Rapah, Yahweh, Yahweh, Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shah, Yahweh Shah, Barak Rapah, Barak Rapah, Yasha Allah, Yasha Allah.
Israelite made it, the suckers gon' talk, the cowards gon' hate it. No matter what they say, I'ma go get it done. There's really no choice if you from where I'm from. Some people gon' be glad, others gon' be mad. You juicing off the hate and relapse, so you need rehab. I could show you things, all you see is the rings. Don't get blinded by ice, my brother, pick a lane. Learn a skill that'll get you very well paid. Investing in trades like a monopoly game. All you need is your brain, and be willing to change. You'll have obstacles in life, but don't look at it strange. Adapt to your environments, get well-rounded. In the laws of the Most High, stay well-grounded. Things happen and life goes on. Let the haters hate while you stay strong.
Don't say I can't have it, 'cause that just makes me want it more. Number one status,
Number one.
I gotta do good every time before. Don't be mad at me when I get it.
Don't be mad, bro.
You gon' be mad at me when I get it done.
I'ma get it done.
Don't be mad.
Do what you need to do, there's a king in you. But if talent don't work, it won't be useful. I remember the times of free school lunch. Whatever we didn't eat, moms took it for our brunch. Pops was working hard, now I know how it feels to have extra. He used to bring us meals on wheels. If you know, you know. Free things was a major help. That's why anytime I get, I always try to help. Those who are in need, who know are sincere. It makes me feel good when they smiling from ear to ear. Let them be mad, I'm bearing my cross. All my failures was a lesson, never counted a loss. Edomites make way, cause they know I'm a boss. Sitting in the Lambo, while they sit in the porch. And they wondering how, so they try to converse. The ones that smiling a face are usually the
Don't
worst.
say I can't have it, 'cause that just makes me want it more. Number one status,
Number one.
I gotta do good every time before. Don't be mad at me when I get it.
Don't be mad, bro.
You gon' be mad at me when I get it done.
I'ma get it done.
Don't be mad.
Shalom, yeah, shalom, shalom. All praises and glory and honor goes to the Most High Yahweh by way of His Son Yahweh Shai. Just want to thank the Most High for another Sabbath, having us back here, having me back here. You know what I'm saying? I know it's been a minute, y'all, for me myself personally. But all praises, you got other brothers, stepping up, stepping in, right, and putting together lessons to reach the 12 tribes that scattered abroad. So Most High willing, we're here to edify y'all, and with us, Most High using us to put these classes out here. We just pray that all of them are edifying. Right. So go ahead, Yahshua. You want to add anything?
Yeah, man, I just want to give all honor, glory, and praise to the Most High God for another Sabbath day. And I want to give a shout out to our sisters moving in the righteous steps of our foremothers. Our brothers the same for the righteous steps of our forefathers. You know what I'm saying? Let this be another edifying lesson. Let's get it in.
All praises, y'all. So today's class may not be super long, right? And I just say may because, we always say that. We like to say that all the time, like it ain't gonna be a long class. Then next thing you know, everything is we literally going all the way in, right? But with that being said, we're just gonna basically get right into it, right? So y'all can see the title, right? It's literally Gird Up Thyself, right? So a couple different topics I'm gonna kind of touch on. One topic in particular on just how to deal with death, right? How to deal with death and how to deal with hardships. So hardships. So it could literally be death. It could be financial. It could be, your spirit is troubled. You may not be reading much. You may not be teaching as much. Whatever the case may be, right? So just putting together a lesson using a few scriptures to just try to send some motivation out there to people that's dealing with anything, right? So let me unplug this real quick. Right. So I wanna my screen just went out. I wanna start at this book of Luke, right? So we can go to the book of Luke. Can you read it off the screen, Yahshua?
Con.
Okay, I ain't know if you not, but if not, you can always flip your Bible up. Right.
We want to start at verse 26.
26, Actually, start at 27. Start at 27.
27. All right. This is the book of Luke, chapter 12, verse 27. Consider the lilies, how they grow. They toil not, they spin not. And yet I say unto you, that Solomon in all his glory was not arrayed like one of these.
Keep going.
Verse 28. As then Yahweh so clothed the grass, which is today in the field, and tomorrow is cast into the oven, how much more will he clothe you, O ye of little faith? Mm-hmm. Verse 29. And seek not ye what ye shall eat, or ye shall drink, neither be ye of doubtful mind. Verse 30. For all these things do the nations of the world seek after. Your Father knoweth what ye have need of these things.
All right, so we don't want to be like the rest of this world, right? We want to be able to go to our Father at any point in the time of need, right? In the time of happiness, right? In the time, because we always need it, whether you're in a happy state of mind, a sad state of mind, a depressed state of mind, whatever it is, right? Because things can go, it's in the blink of an eye. Things can always change. You know what I'm saying? You could be doing good for years and years on end. Next thing you know, you struggling with every bill, right? You behind on your rent and all of these different things that's happening unto you, right? But the Most High knows what we need, right? Even before we come to him, he knows what we need, right? So go to verse 31, because this is the main point, right?
Verse 31. But rather seek ye the kingdom of God, and all these things shall be added unto you.
Right. So if we seeking the kingdom, right, getting up out of America, seeking the kingdom, all of these things is going to be added unto us. We're not going to have to worry about finances, right? We're not going to have to worry about, dang, did I teach? Did I break down? Did I break down that scripture right? Did I pull this precept at the right time? We're not going to have to worry about none of that, right? Because all of those things, right, financial, spiritually, physically, all of these things is going to be added unto us if we seeking the kingdom of the Most High. And we know how to do that, right? We start out by doing what? Keeping laws and commandments, right? Then we also start with what? Having faith in Yahweh Shai. Because again, if it's no faith in Yahweh Shai, this walk is vain off top. All right. So if you got people, OT only believers, if they think that they can get the kingdom of God without Yahweh Shai, they got another thing coming. All right. So let's keep going.
All right, verse 32. Fear not, little flock, for it is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom.
All right. He wants you to have it. Right? He's not holding it back to himself. You know what I'm saying? Stashing it in his backyard, saying, hey, I'm keeping this for me. He's not doing that. He wants to give it to us. All right, go ahead.
Verse 33. Sell that ye have and give alms. Provide yourselves bags which wax not old, a treasure in the heavens that fails not, where no thief approacheth, neither moth corrupteth.
Right, so nobody can come steal your treasures when you storing them with the Most High, right? Which is what the next verse is going to say, right? Somewhat, anyway. Go ahead.
Verse 34. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also.
Right, so whatever it is you want to do in life, right? That's where your mind is going to be at. And if it's not with the Most High, then, hey, sorry for you, right? No matter what it is you're going through, right? This is verse 31. This is our whole purpose, right here. Verse 31. This is what we're supposed to be seeking. It don't matter, right? You could literally end the class right there, right? But we're gonna just dive into it some more, right? So we got to be seeking the kingdom of the Most High, right? Storing our treasures in heaven, right? Verse 35.
Verse 35. Let your loins be girded about, and your lights burning.
Right. That's why we always make that statement, right? We don't want the Most High to blow out our candlestick, right? It's just talking about, because again, your candlestick can be blown out and you can still be alive on this earth on a physical level, right? We see it too many times. We see brothers saying, I used to be an Israelite, sisters saying, I used to be with them Israelites, right? The men don't like their women and so on and so forth. You start to see stuff like that, right? So let your loins be girded about, right? Be prepared, right? You got to be prepared mentally, spiritually, physically, right? To endure hardships, right? Keep going.
Verse 36. And ye yourselves like unto men that wait for their Lord, when he will return from the wedding, that when he comes and knocketh, they may open unto him immediately.
All right, go ahead.
Verse 37. Blessed are those servants whom Yahweh Shai, when he cometh, shall find watching.
All right, how can you be watching, right, if you're not girded, right? If you're not girded in this truth, if you're not cemented in this truth, what are you watching for? You don't know what you're watching for, right? If you become stagnant, you forget about the commandments of the Lord, right? And we've seen that happen too many times with our ancestors. They was in this thing for man and not the Most High. Soon as a man pass away, then here it is. They defiling themselves once again. Right. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna get that right. So finish this out. I'm on verse 37 and 38, and then we're gonna grab that.
All right, come. Well, I'm add on something to it after that.
Come.
Verily I say unto you, that he should gird himself and make them to sit down to meat, and he would come forth and serve them.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 38. And if he should come in the second watch or come in the third watch and find them so, blessed are those servants.
Right. And we want to be those servants, right? We don't want to be our ancestors. Right. You want to add on to it right now or after?
I'm at on right now.
Yeah, go ahead.
And so I just, man, this is why in one of my lessons I pulled out, I think about a couple of months ago, if I remember, when I said that when you got to watch the news, pay attention to and read these prophecies so you'll know what's going on. Each time you watch these prophecies and measurement, you'll see, okay, we here, and you'll get close to knowing when he's coming.
Mm-hmm.
To knowing when he's coming. You may not know the day and you ain't going to know the hour. But you watching though, and you know how close we getting. So therefore, as you keep girding yourself up and keep getting your oil in your lamp, you get prepared for that time when he does come. And you find you watching, okay, you been paying attention. But it'd be worried, but you know what I'm saying? It'd be messed up for those that's not watching and you know what I'm saying, watching and praying. Because if he catch some sleep, he gonna tuck you in and that's just it.
Okay.
Sleep tight. And that's gonna be a forever thing, man. You know what I'm saying? You just go, hey, you done for you through. You got caught sleeping on the job, you fired. And I'll land there.
Okay. All right. So now let's grab actually nope, that made me put in Jude. I thought I was gonna do grabbing the book of Judges, right?
I don't think that's Judges.
No, it's not. So I said I tried to type it in a short way. It made me put in Jude. All right, so Judges chapter 2. Right, and let's start at verse 15.
This is the book of Judges, chapter 2, verse 15. Whithersoever they went out, the hand of the Lord was against them for evil.
All right, so this is the
That's-
children of Israel, right? So go ahead.
As Yahweh had said, and as Yahweh had sworn to them, and they were greatly distressed.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 16. Nevertheless, Yahweh raised up judges, which delivered them out of the hand of those that spoiled them. Verse 17. And yet they would not hearken unto their judges, but they went and whoring after other gods and bowed themselves unto them.
Mm-hmm.
They turned quickly out of the way which their fathers walked in, obeying the commandments of Yahweh, but they did not so.
All right, we didn't keep the commandments, right? Read.
And guess what? You already know who said it too. Moses said this, how much more after my death?
Mm-hmm.
And there's our point proven right here. Not our point, but his point.
Okay.
But verse 18. And when Yahweh raised them up, judges, then Yahweh was with the judge and delivered them out of the hand of their enemies. All the days of the judge were repented Yahweh because of their groanings by reason of them that oppressed them and vexed them.
All right, go ahead. It's the point right here, verse 19.
Verse 19. And it came to pass, when the judge was dead, that they returned and corrupted themselves more than their fathers.
Right, because they was in it for man. You know what I'm saying? You got to even realize how many people was probably, what we would call so-called fell out the truth once Moses died. Right? They like, hey, dang, what's gonna happen now? You know what I'm saying? Who gonna lead us now? Who gonna tell us where to go now? Right? They depending on man and not the Most High. Not realizing that the Most High gave Moses the power to help free the children of Israel out of captivity in the first place. Right? So anytime it was a judge that passed away, they went back into the world. So it's the same thing even inside this truth. Somebody goes off, guess what? You got people following. Somebody leave a camp, guess what? It's people following them behind. Not saying that they necessarily left the truth, but some of them do. Right? Some of them do. We know that it actually happens. Right? So keep going on there.
and following other gods to serve them, and to bow down unto them. They cease not from their own doings, nor from their stubborn way.
All right, go ahead. Verse 20.
20.
Yep.
Verse 20. And the anger of the Lord and the anger of Yahweh was hot against Israel. And he said, because that this people had transgressed my covenant, which I commanded their fathers, and have not hearkened unto my voice.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 21. I also would not henceforth drive out any from before them of the nations which Joshua left when he died.
All right, so he let these other nations stay around us. So you literally get, right? I'm gonna grab this video, which I'm sure most of us done seen by now, right? I'm sure most of us done seen, the brother Mr. West, right? I wasn't even gonna play no videos, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
And I'll be back. I have some.
Okay. All right, so let's just look at this brother here, right? Real quick, y'all. Just let me know. Let me switch back to the stream. All right. Let me know if y'all can hear the audio. No sound. All right. Let's see. Let me try this again. Reshare. Also should tab audio. Should be playing. I don't know why it's not playing. So let's do it like that. I'm gonna do that.
Oh man, so Ye sat down with a Jewish rabbi to apologize for all the things that he was saying for the past couple of years. Peep this real quick.
I feel really blessed to be able to sit here with you today and just take accountability.
All right, pause it again, y'all.
I was dealing with.
Pause it again just to check the chat. Right? Any sound now? Con. All right, con. All right, bet. Let's go.
Some various issues dealing with bipolar also. So it would take the ideas I had and have me take them to an extreme where I would forget about the protection of the people around me and myself. So I wanted to come and take accountability.
All right, so he's trying to basically play the card that they've been painting him already, that he's quote unquote crazy, right? Bipolar, right? And we can guess why he's doing this, right? That well starting to run a little dry, right? And he want to go back to them again for some more money. That's usually what this is about, right? Usually. Let's keep going.
Sometimes people aren't that knowledgeable about the bipolar and the cause or what causes it and the way you act when you have this disease. So it's like if you left the house and you left your kid at the house and your kid went and messed up the kitchen and messed up the garage, messed up the living room. And when you get back, it's your responsibility because that's your child. And that's the way I look at it. It's like I gotta go clean up the kitchen, I gotta clean up the living room, I gotta clean up the garage.
AKA, I gotta get my dollars back. Right? They starving me out here. I had a little bit so-called saved up, but guess what they done did? They done drained them pockets. right? They done drained him pocket. He didn't figure it out how he thought he figured it out. Because anything that you have, guess what? They can come take it easily, right? Don't matter how much money you think you got.
Yeah, and it's a big deal for me as a man to come and take accountability for all the things that I've said, and I really just appreciate you embracing me with open arms and allowing me to make amends. And this is the beginning and the first steps and the first brick by brick to build back the strong walls.
Rabbi said the Judaism, the Judaism brought to the world a way for someone when he regret about something that he has done wrong. And the Jews live on this way of if someone did something wrong, you can regret and fix it. And the rabbi is hugging you and hugging everybody. And God willing, and from now on, strong things and good things, and only good. You are very good man.
Amen.
Right? Look at this. Check this out. Like he's literally allowing this man to hold his hands as if he's a woman. Right? This is how you hold your woman's hands. Right? When you're trying to talk to her, you're trying to, get through to her, you're trying to sympathize with her. This is how you hold your woman hands. You know what I'm saying? And you whether you apologize and you're trying to teach her something, whatever the case is, you're trying to calm her down. This is how you will hold your woman hands. And he's allowing this man to hold his hands like this. Right? It's quote unquote fake praying.
This game, you're not ready for it.
Okay, so man, you never know what you're gonna get with Ye. I hope this leads to a much more.
Nah, I don't want to hear that garbage, right? So I just wanted to share just that little bit, right? They went on about some right, they went on about some crazy stuff, right? About how his people, are all about forgiveness, and so on and so on, right? And it's literally that I just don't understand it, right? Just don't understand. This is what happens because this is not just about Kanye doing what he did, right? You have when something happens or somebody passes away or you're not around anymore and you just go back to return to what you used to do or what you used to know, right? It's probably nobody in his ear anymore telling him about the truth, telling him about who he is, telling him that we got to keep commandments. And the number one problem is a lot of these celebrities probably don't want to keep the commandments. So guess what? The Most High is going to weed you out of here. Right? He's going to weed you out of here, right? Let's get 2 Peter 2:22. All right, I got to share my screen back again. Okay. That'll be the only video for the day. Let me share. All right, so 2 Peter chapter 2 and verse 22, y'all.
We start verse 21.
Con, go ahead.
This is second epistle of Peter, chapter 2, verse 22.
Actually, start at verse 20.
Verse 20. For if after they have escaped the pollutions of the world through the knowledge of the Lord and Savior, Yahushua Mashiach.
Right, so we know that he didn't necessarily escape the pollutions of the world because we seen what he was doing and how he was moving, even after announcing that, we are the real Jews, right? After announcing that, after like I'm talking about going on interview after interview, right? Making Twitter posts, all these different things, right? We understand that he didn't escape all the pollutions, but the main one is not knowing who you are, right? But hey, he escaped that, right? Go ahead.
They are again entangled therein and overcome. The latter end is worse with them than the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
For verse 21. For it had been better for them not to have known the way of righteousness than, after they have known it, to turn from the holy commandment delivered unto them. And this, and not just only that ties into him also, but this also goes into those that fell out of truth because the doctrines of devils or what they're being told and misreading the scriptures, especially when the kind of Paul's writing. They'd be like, no, forget it. I'm going back to Christianity, and I'm going back to, I'm ready to just go back out there in the world because it seems like it's much easier to live that way.
Okay.
I can't handle the straight and narrow path. Right? Verse 22. But it is happened unto them according to the true proverb. The dog is turned to his own vomit again, and the soul that was washed to her wallowing in the mire.
All right. So let's grab the book of James, because this is what he should have did, right? This is what Kanye West should have got himself around, right? Especially when you are literally dealing with something, going through things inside your life, right? You got to get yourself around brothers, you know what I'm saying? And not just any brothers that know the truth, brothers that has wisdom according unto the Most High, right? So let's go to James chapter 3, start at this verse 13 right here.
This is the epistle of James, chapter 3, verse 13. Who is a wise man and to deal with knowledge among you?
Mm-hmm.
Let him show out of a good conversation his works with meekness of wisdom.
Right. This is what we have to be to our people that's in trouble. Right. We have to have the good conversation of our works, right, with meekness and wisdom, not bragging and boasting, not saying I do this or I know this, I got this breakdown. You come to me when you want any breakdown. We ain't supposed to be like that. Right. Supposed to be with meekness, just showing the brother, hey, Most High revealed this to me. Right. If you going through this, hey, this may help you. Right. You need to know this. Hey, look at this way. Right, that's what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be getting ourselves around people with knowledge and wisdom. Right? Go ahead.
Verse 14. But if ye have bitter envy and strife in your hearts, glory not and lie not against the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 15. This wisdom descendeth not from above, but is earthly, sensual, devilish.
Right. So if it's coming out of the world, right? If a brother not telling you to, right, endure and to repent from your wrongdoings, right? Then hey, that wisdom is coming out of the earth. If he's telling you to go to your oppressor and just bow down, right? That's hey, that's earthly wisdom, right? It's sensual and it's devilish, right? Keep going.
Verse 16. For where envy and strife is, there is confusion and every evil work.
Every last one of them. Go ahead.
Verse 17. But the wisdom that is from above is first pure, then peaceable, gentle, and easy to be entreated.
Easy, right? It's gonna come, right? You may be feeling sad in the moment, right? We all of them felt that way. You know what I'm saying? We might be feeling, bad that we behind on this, right? Behind on that, extra tired from work. As soon as you get around the brothers, right? When the Sabbath come in and feast days come, man, you get this ball of energy that's just seemed like it's been pressed down. You know what I'm saying? You could probably go to a feast day off of 2 hours of sleep. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna be happy to see your people. You're gonna have that ball of energy just bust open. Right? Because why? It's pure, it's peaceable, and it's easy to be entreated. Right? Go ahead.
full of mercy and good fruits, without partiality and without hypocrisy.
Right? Like your modern day church, right? It's a bunch of hypocrites in there. All right, go ahead.
Verse 18. And the fruit of righteousness is sown in peace of them that make peace.
All right, so let's get with a wise man, right? Let's get a wise man. Let's see what a wise man would have suggested, somebody in the position of Mr. West or anybody for that matter, right? So let's get the book of Sirach, chapter 31. I might have to type it in all, or is it going to find it? My computer on the move slow. I might have to type it in this way. Okay. Y'all don't want me to be great right now. It's okay. I really don't want this in the GNT. As a matter of fact, let's just read it. Let's read it in the GNT. Let's see what it say. Verse 21 is what I want. This might be a little small. Actually, no, I don't want that in the GNT. I just read it. I seen what it said.
All right, this is the book of Sirach.
Why is this doing this? It don't want me to be great. Just because I'm talking about something, man, they don't want me to. Let's see. See if I can change it. Yeah, this is acting crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, this is definitely wild. All it keeps showing me is GNT. I didn't ask y'all for GNT.
You want to read from here?
Yeah, kind of. Go ahead.
This is book of Sirach, chapter 31, verse 21.
Yeah, I got it too. So come on.
And if thou hast been forced to eat, arise, go forth, vomit, and thou shalt have rest.
Right. So now, although we understand that this is talking about literal food, right? Let's put it in this perspective. Right. If we give this device to somebody that's basically being forced to apologize to their oppressors for things that have been said, for them telling the truth, right? Because that's what a lot of this stuff be, right? Some of them, they'd be willing to do it, and others, they'd be forced to do it, right? We can take this advice and give that to them, right? Arise and get up from away from them, right? You vomit that stuff, meaning not only just vomit from the apology that's given, you vomit from all of their ways, right? Everything that this world has to offer, you give that up. Once you give that stuff up, you can have rest. But when you holding on to your cars, your mansions, right, all of your businesses that's ran through the small hats, right, then guess what? You're not gonna have no rest because they're gonna be down your back, right? The curses of Deuteronomy 28 is gonna be on you heavy, right? Deuteronomy 28. Matter of fact, let's go grab it. Let's go grab it. So Deuteronomy 28, because I don't know the exact verse, right? But it literally tells us that we not gonna have no rest. Tells us that. No, it's in the 60. Yeah. We're gonna possess his scatter right here, verse 65. Right, go ahead, read that.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 65. And among these nations thou shalt find no ease, neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest. But Yahweh shall give thee there a trembling heart and failing of eyes and sorrow of mind.
He's gonna give you all of that, right? Why? Because you want to hold on to these things, right? You think you can profess yourself to be an Israelite and you can hold on to all of these things of the world, right? You gotta let that stuff go. Nobody's telling you to be broke, right? The Most High don't want us to be broke. We're not saying that. But guess what? You got to change your lifestyle now, right? That's what this thing is all about. That's what this walk is all about. This is why we're going to continue to see celebrity after celebrity backtrack. That's why priests always tell us, hey, man, hey, y'all don't glorify the celebrities too much when they mentioning that, oh, we the Israelites. Because he always say all of them always go back, right? So what's the point? Right? What's the point of all of this when you're not gonna take it with you no way? Right. So let's grab First Peter chapter 5 from here. All right, First Peter chapter 5.
Yeah, I'm just like this. I'm just like this, man. The celebrities, man, you know what they gonna do if they go mess around and speak the truth, then turn around and apologize about it. They shouldn't be really saying nothing. Leave that up to us, man. You know what I'm saying? What we got to lose? We got everything to gain, but nothing to lose. They ain't gonna come after us anyway. Well, at least not yet, right now. But at the same time, we can speak on that. We can talk about them. But they can't because we ain't in that society. So if anything, I'll say like this, man, just leave that up to us. Like another brother said before, leave that up to us to do that. Not them.
Okay. All right, we're going 5 through 7.
All right, this is the first epistle of Peter, chapter 5, verse 7. Matter of fact, I'm going to start verse 6.
No, 5 and verse 5.
5 verse 5? Con.
We're going 5 through 7.
Con. Likewise, ye younger, submit yourselves unto the elder. Yea, all of you be subject one to another, and be clothed with humility. But Yahweh resists the proud and give grace to the humble.
Yeah, go ahead.
Verse 6. Humble yourselves, therefore, under the mighty hand of Yahweh, that he may exalt you in due time.
See that? In due time, not in your time, right? In due time. Because we all know the scripture in Ecclesiastes 3, right? It's the time for everything under the sun, right? But guess what? It may not be your time to be exalted, right? So why hold on to your riches? What are we doing that for? Right? Why hold on to things of this world? Right? And that's the quote unquote good things of this world, what we would call money, cars, clothes, right? And then there's also the terrible things of this world, right? A good friend named Bill, right? We hold on to those things, right? But if we humble ourselves under the mighty hand of Yahweh, he's going to exalt us in due times. Those bills that we've been chasing after, instead of chasing after his law, statutes, and commandments, guess what's going to happen? He's going to flip that around. He's going to turn your finances around. As long as you are steady working, like he says, you know, there's no man that can eat if he ain't working, right? And if we doing what? We doing his work, his work don't stop because you dealing with something. Right? It does not stop at all. It's going to keep going. Because if you're not going to do it, guess what? He's going to get you out of the way. He's going to bring somebody else on. Somebody else that'll continue to get up, go out and strive for perfection. Right? Go ahead. Verse 7.
Verse 7. Casting all your care upon him, for he cares for you.
See that? All your cares. Not some, but all. Right? Let me get this stupid Thanksgiving sign out because this thing is pissing me off. Right?
Yeah, thanks killing.
God. Right? So casting all, look, this is what Israelites like to do. Right? We want to cast some of what we're going through. Right? There's always some. You want to be secretive when you're having problems. You don't want to go to the body or to a brother, to the brother or the body. You don't want to go to the treasury, right, for help. You want to wait until the last minute. It's literally a week and you finna get put out and you want to wait till the last minute. You're supposed to cast all your cares upon the Most High, right? When you have a body, you have a treasury, and you have brothers that's willing to help, right? They can't help you if they don't know what's happening. You know what I'm saying? So you got to humble yourself because you're not going to always have it. I don't care who you are. I don't care how much money you get. It could be anything. You can have millions of dollars. Guess what? If that bank freeze and you ain't got no cash on you, what you going to do? Right? Think you can go in there and just say, hey, I'm a millionaire. Let me get this until y'all unfreeze this. My account unfroze. No, that ain't going to happen. Right? But when you got people that you can go to, right, who the Most High set up in your life, hey, you cast your cares upon the Most High, and He's going to provide for you every step of the way. Right? You haven't made it because, you got this business, you got that business, right? You haven't made it. Right? Let's go to the book of James. Let's go to the book of James because James talk about the rich. So let's see what James got to say about the rich people.
5 verse 1.
Go ahead.
Put that in now, T. All right.
That's KJV.
This is the book of James, chapter 5, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
Go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that should come upon you. Verse 2. Your riches are corrupted, and your garments are moth-eaten. Verse 3. Your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you. And you shall eat your flesh as it were fire. You have heaped treasure together for the last days.
See that treasure you heap together is all that wickedness you want to commit, right? Your gold and silver is cankered, it's rusted. It don't mean nothing, right? We literally, like priest been doing multiple classes on this. I know for a fact the brother Yahshua always talk about this, right? Talk about the new world order coming, right? It talks about the microchip being installed. All of this money that you think you have, right? It's gonna be taken away. It's not gonna mean nothing. All them thousands and millions of dollars you might have stashed up underneath your mattress or stuffed inside your mattress and things of that nature. When all hell break loose, that cash ain't gonna mean nothing. They're gonna burn that up. It's not gonna mean a thing, right? It's not gonna mean nothing at all. It's gonna be all it is a witness against you. It's gonna show what you've been chasing, right? Go ahead.
All right. Verse 4. Behold, the hire of laborers who have reaped down your fields, which is of you kept back by fraud, crieth. And the cries of them which have reaped are entered into the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth. What is the Sabbath? And the Lord of the Sabbath, who that's talking about, is Yahushai.
Okay.
And what he's talking about was what you kept back by fraud. That means, in other words, you cheated them All those laborers that you had up under you working for you, you cheated them out of their money. You only gave them you only gave them a certain portion, but you kept back the rest for yourself, not paying them their full wages.
Okay. And you can take that as wisdom as well. Right? You had wisdom to give to the people, but you kept it back. You held on to it. And now it's rusted. It's not going to be no good for you. Right? It's going to be a witness against you. Right? Go ahead.
Just like when the dang old IRS takes our money and don't pay us.
God.
Ain't nobody come knock on my door. That's basically still they making me pay taxes. I ain't nobody come knock on my door. Hey, you want to pay taxes? Verse 5. Ye have lived in pleasure on the earth.
They have did what?
Ye have lived in pleasure on the earth.
And pleasures on earth. This is Israel indeed. Right? We understand that this is other nations as well, right? We know that they live in pleasure on earth, but this is Israel too, right? We understand that. They live in pleasures on earth. They want to go to the club every Friday night. They got to pop a bottle. They got to be the ones that be seen. They got to wear these bright colors, right? They got to be, riding on 24s, right? That's pleasure on earth. Right? Go ahead.
Oh yeah, want to take the best. Want to go to the best vacations, have the finest women.
Yep.
Or the women want to have the best looking man. The gay men want to have the most abominable booties. Anyway, on the earth and been wanton. Ye have nourished your hearts as in a day of slaughter. Basically, what they're doing is they just getting themselves ready for the slaughter.
Okay. Yeah, that's all it is. They're preparing the sacrifice, which is them. All right, that's all that they're preparing. We're gonna drop this, right? So
right.
I wanna just convert to just a small little doctrine, right? Small little doctrine of things. Something I've been saying a lot this week, right? But I just want to touch on one thing, right? Because this is about girding ourselves up, right? Building ourselves up, being prepared, preparing ourselves. And in order to prepare yourself, you must know how to defend doctrine, and you must know how to understand it, right? Because doctrine also comes with the laws, statutes, and commandments, right? So there's this thing that's happening to where, I don't know if anybody else seen. I seen brothers say that nobody said that you can't cook on the Sabbath, or where is that at in the Bible? Well, that's not what the Sabbath is about. I've heard people literally say this, right? So let's read this, right? So I'm gonna actually start at verse. Let's start at verse 1, actually. Let's go there.
All right. Let's start verse. Sabbath questions. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 12, verse 1. At that time, Yahushua went on the Sabbath day through the corn, and his disciples were in hunger, and he began to pluck the ears of corn to eat. And we know that corn means a different type of grain, but this time this is really talking about the actual ears of corn. So nobody will get confused. Verse 2. But when the Pharisees saw it, they said unto him, Behold, thy disciples do that which is not lawful to do upon the Sabbath day. Verse 3. But he said unto them, Have ye not read what David did when he was a hungered, and they that were with him? Verse 4. How he entered into the house of Yahweh, did eat the showbread, which was not lawful for him to eat, neither for them which were with him, but only for the priests.
All right. It was only for the priests, right? So people they'll use this to try to say that, hey, it's like, hey, he did this, he did that. I can go do this on the Sabbath day, right? Or the question is also posed, hey, when did the showbread get made? Right? Did it get made on the Sabbath day? Well, if the showbread got made on the Sabbath day, I can cook. That's what they think, right? Let's keep going.
Verse 5. Or have you not read in the law how that on the Sabbath days the priests in the temple profane the Sabbath and are blameless?
Uh-oh. Right? Say, hey, the priests, they get to profane the Sabbath, right? So let's see. Let's just go into it real quick. It's not gonna be nothing that's too long at all, right? So let's go to 1 Corinthians chapter 9, and let's pick it up at the 13th verse.
In 1 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 13. Do ye not know that they which minister about holy things live of the things of the temple?
Mm-hmm.
And they which wait at the altar are partakers with the altar?
Right? So do you not know this? Right? Because this is the question that you will have to pose to them. Hey, do y'all not know that when it says they, we know that it's talking about the high priest, right? Because again, we understand that all the Levites wasn't going into the temple, right? All of them wasn't just bringing in the sacrifices and doing the sacrifices for the people. It wasn't the job of every single last Levite, right? So now let's go into the law and let's see. All right, let's go into the law. Let's see, because Yahushua said that, hey, the priests, they profane the Sabbath and are blameless, right? Right? The people that everybody loves. Paul says, hey, the ones that minister about holy things, that live of the things of the temple, right? So let's see. Let's see, are they lying, or do people just not know the do's and don'ts upon the Sabbath day? Or do they just want to do what they want to do? Right? And then wonder why the Most High is punishing you. All right, so start at verse, we can start at verse 24.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 6, verse 24. And Yahweh spoke unto Moses, saying, Speak unto Aaron and to his sons, saying, This is the law of the sin offering. In the place where the burnt offering is killed, shall the sin offering be killed before Yahweh, it is most holy.
Right, so when it says clearly, right, speak unto Aaron, and who? And his sons.
Sons.
Right? His sons. Didn't say all of the Levites, but unto Aaron and his sons. Right? Go ahead.
Verse 26. The priest that offereth it for sin shall eat it. Salakia.
Shall do what?
The priest that offereth it for sin shall eat it.
The priest that offer it for sin shall eat it. Right? Where is he going to eat it at? Go ahead.
In the holy place shall it be eaten.
Hold on. Where?
In the holy place shall it be eaten.
Hey, big brother Yahushua wasn't lying. Paul wasn't lying. Go ahead.
And the court of the tabernacle of the congregation.
See that? So we can just stop it right there, right? Just that little small nugget on just the doctrine that I seen just floating out there. Because people want to take this, and this is just me. I have to throw this in there because I don't understand how it would make sense to say that it's okay to cook on the Sabbath, right? I don't get it, right? But the only way that I could understand it is if we take the initiative and say, well, we are priests in our homes, right? Since we priests in our homes, then we got the right to cook on the Sabbath, right? If I have to go out and I got to do the work and I got to present myself a living sacrifice, then I can cook on the Sabbath. That would be the only thing where you can kind of make some sense of it. But guess what? That still don't make sense because that's not the law. This says, speak unto Aaron and his sons. So regardless of whether you are a priest in your home or not, this is not for you. This is not a law for you to keep, right? There's no Levitical priesthood, right? So this law is literally is on pause, right? This law is on pause right now because there's no Levitical priesthood, according to the book of Malachi, right? So just wanted to just show that, just to kind of show how doctrine, people, when people see things, they may read into it that way, and then that's another thing that's going to lead you off. Then next thing you know, you're finding yourself not understanding nothing, right? Nothing that you read, nothing makes sense no more. Now you go back into the ways of Christianity, and because you wasn't girded, right? Because you didn't hold fast when elders was showing you different things, right? You got a little too big for your britches, and now you're feeling yourself, right? Now you don't need them for understanding. Now you cast them to the side. You cast your brothers to the side. You got it all. You know it all. And then you become OT only, or you become whatever it may be, right? You start saying crazy stuff like this, right? When the Most High set up the Sabbath day, he set the rules in place. They ain't changed. All right, so let's go to First Peter. First Peter chapter 3. Do I get that written down? First Peter chapter 1, Salakia. First Peter chapter 1, we're gonna pick it up at the 13th verse.
This is the book of First Peter, chapter 1, verse 13. Wherefore, gird up the loins of your mind.
Of what?
Wherefore, gird up the loins of your mind.
Right, you gotta get it up here first. You have to get the knowledge and understanding, right? Prepare your mind, as it says even in the book of Sirach, prepare yourself for temptation, right? If you come to serve the Lord. Peter is basically saying the same thing, right? Gird up the loins of your mind, right? Go ahead.
Be sober.
Mm-hmm.
And hope to the end for the grace that is to be brought unto you at the revelation of Yahweh Shai Mashiach.
Go ahead.
Verse 14. As obedient children, not fashioning.
Salakia, right? I want to stop it right there. The reason why I want to stop this right here, because you have to understand that even as a grown man, you are a child, right? I don't want that to go over nobody's head. Even as a grown man, you are a child, right? And you have somebody to serve, right? Which is the Most High, right? So this is why Peter is even writing this. He's not writing to children, right? He's writing to grown men, right? So he's telling us, right, as obedient children, right? Go ahead.
Not fashioning yourselves according to the former lusts in your ignorance.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 15. But as he which hath called you is holy, so be ye holy in all manner of conversation.
And in your talk, right? Because we know that the tongue is a little member, but guess what? It's strong, it's powerful, right? Go ahead.
Verse 16. Because it is written, be ye holy, for I am holy.
Mm-hmm.
And what he's saying is being set apart because he set himself apart and he chose you to be set apart. Perfect yourself in holiness.
Okay.
Right? Verse 17. And if ye call on the Father, who without respect of persons judges according to every man's work, Pass the time of your sojourning here in fear.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 18. For as much as ye know that ye were not redeemed with corruptible things as silver and gold from your vain conversation received by tradition from your fathers.
Right. So you wasn't redeemed by all of the things of the world, the money, the cars, the clothes, right? The bunch of women, right? You wasn't redeemed by those things, right? Those are all corruptible things, right? Go ahead. What was we redeemed by? Verse 19.
But with the precious blood of Hamashiach, as of a lamb without blemish and without spot,
Mm-hmm.
who verily was foreordained before the foundation of the world, but was manifest in these last times for you.
For us, right? Go ahead.
Verse 21. Who by him do believe in Yahweh that raised him up from the dead. If I didn't read that over again, for
Go
those
ahead.
who keep thinking that Jesus is the Most High God, I mean, Yahweh is Yahweh. Who by him do believe in Yahweh that raised him up from the dead
Mm-hmm.
and gave him glory, that your faith and hope might be in Yahweh.
Right.
Verse 22. Seeing ye have purified your souls and obeying the truth through the Spirit unto unfeigned love of the brethren. See that ye love one another with a pure heart fervently.
Right. And why? Right. We got to do these things to keep each other uplifted in the times of, in good times, right? Bad times, sad times, right? And I'm reading this, what I'm saying? I'm having a brother read this for a particular reason, right? We're going to get into it right after we finish this out because we're going all the way to the end of this chapter, right? So go ahead.
Verse 23. Being born again, not of corruptible seed, but of incorruptible, by the word of Yahweh, which liveth and abideth forever.
Mm-hmm.
For all flesh, verse 24, for all flesh is as grass, and all the glory of man as the flower of grass. The grass withereth, and the flower thereof falleth away.
See that? So just like grass, the flesh is just like that, right? So the older you get, right, your skin started to get a little wrinkly. You know what I'm saying? Then you start to use, hey, if you ain't healthy enough, or if the most high, if it's just your time, it's your time, right? And your flesh is withering away, just like grass, right? Grass will stick around for so long. You know what I'm saying? Even the grass, like just say for instance, you go outside, you cut your lawn, right? I don't care if you have one of those bags that, suck up the grass, it's still going to be some loose grass there. You know what I'm saying? It'll sit in your yard for a little minute, but eventually the wind blows that away, right? So the flesh is like that as well, right? So I'm going into this first because it's a thing for our people. When people pass away, when people flesh withers away just like the grass, it's something to where our people some of them don't make it out of depression. You know what I'm saying? They don't make it out of depression. They don't know how to deal with death. They don't even know what death is. Right. And once you come into the law, statutes, and commandments, right, one of the biggest things you should probably do is look at death inside of the scriptures. Right. And you'll literally see that it's not what you think it is. Yeah, the flesh is gone. Right. When we're literally what's the word I'm looking for? We're literally grieving, right? We're grieving over flesh, right? We're grieving over the flesh of that person that was here because they're not here anymore in the flesh. Things are not the same, and that in different nature like that, right? But when you have those times to where you may be feeling the way, if it's somebody that whether they taught you something, whether they mean something to you, or this was your go-to person to talk to or to get advice from, when you're dealing with certain things, you still have this right here, right? You got this right here. You have the memories, and you will know exactly what they'll say to you. So you'll literally, in your mind, hear their voice telling you, "Hey, you shouldn't do this way. You shouldn't do that way." You know what I'm saying? You know what this person to tell you, right? That's the spirit. That spirit lives on. So when you focus on holding on to the spirit of a person, rather than the flesh, it helps the grieving stages of that be just a little bit more comfortable. And I'm not talking about nothing that's fresh. If something freshly happens, then of course the scriptures tell you to grieve. Right? Read verse 25.
Remember on something to that, man. You know, the Most High God said our lives are nothing, are just like vapors. So basically, man, we can just be here for a short amount of time. And so, if anything, man, better get into this word as much as we can. And I just get into it, but live it. But like I said, we could be here today, out of tomorrow, just like that. Right? Verse 25. But the word of Yahweh endureth forever. And this is the word which by the gospel is preached unto you.
See that? But the word, see, just like flesh withers away, right? But the word of the Lord endures forever. And if the word of the Lord endures forever, what should we be holding on to? What should we be hanging our hat on? Right? This person will have to have lived a life for the Most High. And if they lived the life for the Most High, then they left behind some type of legacy, some type of spirit, right? If it's whether it's somebody that taught you something, whether it's somebody that you grew in the truth with, you've seen things of that nature, all right? So let's get this. Let's get Sirach. Right? Sirach, I'm on Sirach 22. I'm just go to it like this. Actually, boom. There we go.
Verse.
Verse. How did I do that? Verse 11.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 22, verse 11.
Mm-hmm.
Weep for the dead, for he hath lost the light. And weep for the fool, for he wanteth understanding.
Mm-hmm.
Make little weeping for the dead.
Make what?
For make little weeping for the dead.
Why? Go ahead.
For he is at rest.
He's at rest. Right? He's at rest. Don't get caught up in the flesh. Right? Because the flesh makes you do nothing but stress. Right? Next thing you know, you're stressing. Next thing you know, you're grabbing a drink. What do our people do? They want to have an excuse to drink. Right? You grabbing a drink. You know what I'm saying? You're grabbing a blunt, you're rolling up, you're smoking, you're high as a kite. Right? And guess what? You even worse off than you was before you picked it up. Because now you're really thinking about it over time. Right? So Sirach is telling us, hey, make little weeping for the dead, because he's at rest. Right? Go ahead.
And I was like this, man, especially for those that died righteous. Anybody that died keeping his laws, that commandments, and I mean, there's no need for you to weep for them for days and months, years, and all that, man. You know, they good. They die keeping these laws, statutes, commandments, man. They is good. No need to worry about them. No need to worry about them. They good, man. You know what I'm saying? They resting and they chilling. And saying again, it's getting ready to hear the words, welcome home or well done. So they ain't like they will end up well done. That's only for those that die and sin. Right? But the life of the fool is worse than death.
He's worse than death, right? Go ahead.
7 days, verse 12. 7 days do men mourn for him that is dead.
All right. Salaki. I didn't mean to do that. Let me slide back. Why I do that? I don't like that. Let's see. Go backwards. Yeah, there we go. So go ahead.
7 days do men mourn for him that is dead.
All right. So say it's not. This is not literal, right? Because we understand, like, if anybody that lost anybody, you know what I'm saying, that lost, whether they was close to you, whether it was a parent, whatever, anybody that lost anybody, right? It's not talking about a literal 7 days because it's going to affect you your entire life, right? But how it affects you is going to depend on your spirit, the knowledge of life and death, right? It's going to depend on all of that. So you could be chilling, it can hit you out the blue, right? Hey, you may shed a tear, cool, right? But you don't run chasing no battle because you understand that, hey, the Most High had called this person home. The Most High said, hey, this person needs to rest. The Most High may say, hey, I don't want them to be a part of what I'm going to do in the world, right? I don't want them to be a part of this destruction, right? So, hey, 7 days do men mourn, right? Finish the rest of it out.
But for a fool and an ungodly man all the days of his life.
Hey, somebody that don't know nothing, he's going to be mourning all the days of his life, right? Number one, because he don't know nothing. He don't understand life and death, right? These are the people that literally blame the Most High, right? And they literally say out of their mouths that, hey, this person, man, they don't even mess with nobody. How come you ain't take them? You know what I'm saying? We love saying that, right? And don't get me wrong, it's scriptures that literally, say, hey, the wicked be doing all this such and such, right? Psalms 37, that whole entire chapter. The Most High tell us, hey, don't worry about the wicked. I got them. You know what I'm saying? So we shouldn't be worried about these things, right? So let's go right to the example. Right. Let's go to the example. What should we do when someone passed away? Right. What should we do when we can't handle the things that we're going through? The financial burdens that's striking us, right? It seems like it's striking us over and over and over again. Right. We take one step forward, then it's 10 steps backwards. What should we do? All right. So let's see. Let's see what Big Brother did in a situation of life and death, right? So Matthew 14. All right, let's pick it up. Let's pick it up at verse 7, right? Because this is where Herodias or Herod's birthday, right, was kept. We understand that the daughter of Herodias danced before him. He was happy. He told her, get whatever you want, so on and so forth. We know that John the Baptist was beheaded, right? So we're going to pick it up at 7. It's going to mention that a little bit, right? But let's go ahead.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 14, verse 7. Whereupon he promised with an oath to give her whatsoever she would ask.
Mm-hmm.
And she, being before instructed of her mother, said, give me here John Baptist's head in a charger. Wicked ass bitch. Anyway.
Hey. Salakia, y'all. Go ahead.
And the king was sorry, was he? Nevertheless, for the oath's sake, and them which sat with him at meat, he commanded it to be given to her. And he sent and beheaded John in the prison.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Verse 11. And his head was brought in a charger and given to the damsel, and she brought it to her mother.
Mm-hmm.
And verse 12, and his disciples came and took up the body and buried it and went and told Yahushua.
right? So let's see what Big Brother did, right? So they took it. The disciples came. They came with the body. They buried it, right? They went and told him, right? So let's see what he did.
Verse 13. And when Yahushua heard of it, he departed thence by ship into a desert place apart.
Mm-hmm.
And when the people had heard thereof, they followed him on foot of the cities.
All right, so you gotta understand, like, it doesn't say it right there and then, but because it says by ship into a desert place apart. So he was away from everybody for a second, right? So he took that second, he grieved, right? And then guess what? When the people heard it, hey, they followed. And let's see when they came, let's see what he did. Go ahead.
Verse 14. And Yahushua went forth and saw a great multitude and was moved with compassion toward them, he healed their sick.
No, he grabbed a bottle.
And he healed their sick.
No, he rolled up a blunt.
And he healed their sick.
Or he got so drunk to where he ended up throwing up.
And he healed their sick.
Hey, he healed their sick. He did the work. Right? He did the work. It's nothing else more really need to be said. He did the work of the Most High. He did what he was sent to do. Right? He understood life and death. He understood that our people was going to be put to death. He understood that he was going to be put to death one day. But it didn't stop him from doing the work. He understood that Judas was going to betray him, but he still ate with him. Right? That's the example that we have to walk by. We got to understand that the same people we go out to the highways and byways to try to teach and reach is going to be the same people that kill us. And we can't fold. Right? We cannot fold. One of us, if God forbid, any of us brothers go out there, something happened to us, guess what? Within that next week, or at least at minimum 2, brothers should be right back out there on the highways and byways doing the exact same thing in the exact same spot at the end of the day. Right? You shouldn't be trying to, preserve this life for that purpose anyway. Right? Now, we can preserve life, on a day-to-day basis or whatever the case may be, cool. But we shouldn't be running and hiding nowhere. Right? We shouldn't be running and hiding nowhere. As a matter of fact, I think it's Isaiah 30. Let me see. Isaiah 30, verse 20, right? Matter of fact, start at 19 and 20.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 30, verse 19. For the people shall dwell in Zion at Jerusalem. Thou shalt weep no more. He will be very gracious unto thee at the voice of thy cry. When he shall hear it, he will answer thee.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 20. And though Yahweh give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, yet shall not thy teachers be removed as a corner any more, but thy eyes shall see thy teachers.
All right, so we're not going to be removed, right? And this is the time for that. We're not going to be removed regardless to what happened, right? Regardless to any adversity that we face, regardless to any death that we face, we're not going to be removed. We're not going to stop doing the work because a brother is either killed, passes away, so on and so forth, right? And any righteous brother wouldn't want his brothers to stop. He would want his brothers to keep on going, right? Because the work got to be done. We just read in 1 Peter, but the word of the Lord endures forever, right? So, hey, if you don't want to continue to endure, hey, the Most High is going to remove your candlestick. He's going to get you up out of there. Right? He's gonna get you up out of there. Right. So I got one more, and unless you want to add something.
Come on, man. I know, I understand that we go through things and it may get you down at times, but as long as you in here and it's truth, and you're on the straight and narrow path, man, you gotta keep going. Death cannot stop the Most High's work. Whatever you going through cannot stop the Most High's work. Okay, so you might lost somebody, you might have had something bad happen to you. Hey, get your ass up and get back out there and do the work.
Yeah.
His work continues. Just go what you going through, don't stop. Don't stop his work. Yeah, you lost somebody, you lost a family member. Hey, get out there and keep going.
Mm-hmm.
That does not stop the Most High's work. Because you got to understand something. Whatever you're going through, the Most High could be testing you. You know what I'm saying? Testing your endurance. And if you mess around and lose a family member or a close friend, whatever, hey, they may be a close friend of yours, but they still belong to the Most High. They the Most Highs. If Yahweh wants to take out anybody he wants to take out, he gonna do it. You did not create that person. He did. But basically, we still got to stay in our place and know, hey, okay, the Most High must have did that for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you gonna hurt, but hey, hell, keep it moving. Now, I know it's easier said than done at times, but hey, trust me, I've been there, sure, man. I remember my dang on mom's. Like I said, my mom's died in 2019. 2 years after I got to the truth, a year before, but I still had to go to work. Still kept reading the word. Didn't stop me. I knew what had to be done. I still had to build myself up in the spirit.
Okay.
It wasn't easy, but hey, I did it. Because I knew what was going on. Hey, I understood it. I may be my mom, but that was his child first. And that's something that we all got to get through our heads, man. And I could be my dad, but that was his child first. I could be my mama, but that was his child first.
That's right.
That was my uncle, or that was my auntie, or my first cousin, but that was his child first. So that's what we always got to get through our heads, man. It was his first. Right?
Okay. Right. So it's literally, and the reason why we're going through this is because, you know, it could help somebody. You know what I'm saying? Somebody could be dealing with some stuff, struggling on getting back on, you know, on a boat, so to speak, right? To going out to the highways and byways. Man, when you do it, right? I'm definitely living proof that doing the work of the Most High will, quote unquote, distract you from what it is you're going through. You won't even be thinking about it when you're doing the work of the Most High, right? And then, like, literally, especially like during those times where that was actually happening with me personally, you know what I'm saying? It's literally people that I literally reached out to, you know what I'm saying, using the Most High's word, people that I reached just for them to come back the following year. Brothers, you know, up here will attest to it, that people that we've reached going out there during those trying times, right? They literally come back and say, you know, you literally see them with their fringes on. They might have joined another camp or whatever, but it's because it's not about, we don't go out there to just try to get people to join our camp. We go out there to try to get people to repent. And just seeing brothers and sisters come back up and say, yeah, y'all was the ones that told me this, or y'all told me this about this particular camp. Hey, and now I'm gathering with them. You know what I'm saying? That's all praises to the Most High. But just imagine if we wanted to go tuck tail and say, oh, because I'm grieving, right? Or because I'm stressed out about this bill or that bill, or I can't afford to do this, or I can't even afford to come to camp, afford to come to Bible study, that I ain't gonna go. No. This is what you got brothers for. This is what you got sisters for, to lean on. Right? This is the whole entire purpose of being a part of a body. This is why the Most High tells us gather together, because nobody else is gonna do it for us. Right? Them Edomites and them funeral homes that we go to, right? They not gonna even serve you unless you come in with money. right? You ain't got no money. They're going to tell you, hey, sorry for your loss, but we can't do nothing with you. We can't do nothing for you. And they're going to move on without a care in the world. But when you got your brothers with you, guess what? Hey, they're going to come out. They're going to do the work with you. Right? They're going to be there and pick you up. Right? So let's go ahead. Let's close out with this. Isaiah 43. Start at, we're going 1 through 3.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 43, verse 1. But now thus saith the Lord, that created thee, O Jacob, and he that formed thee, O Israel. Fear not, for I have redeemed thee. I have called thee by thy name, thou art mine.
Right, we belong to the Most High. Go ahead.
Verse 2. When thou passest through the waters, I will be with thee.
Right, when hardships is happening, right? When hardships is happening, the Most High is going to be with us. Right, when things that's out of our control, guess what? He going to be there. Right, go ahead.
And through the rivers, and they should not overflow thee. When thou walkest through the fire, thou shalt not be burnt. Neither shall the flame kindle upon thee.
See that? When you do all of these things, right? Because guess what? The Most High redeemed us, right? He's going to redeem us, right? But it's only those that are obedient unto his word, right? Unto his law, statutes, and commandments, unto the actions that he tells us to put forth, right? When he says, be ye therefore perfect, it ain't just about keeping the law, right? It's about the faith in Hamashiach, right? And what does this tell us in the prophets? The prophets tells us to go out, teach the word, right? Yahushua, the disciples tell us to go out, teach the word. So all of this is a part of it, right? Go ahead.
Neither shall the flame kindle upon thee. Verse 3, for I am Yahweh the Elohim, the Holy One of Yasharel, thy Savior. I gave Egypt for thy ransom, Ethiopia and Seba for thee.
All right, so verse 4, this is the last one.
Since thou wast precious in my sight, thou hast been honorable, and I have loved thee. Therefore will I give men for thee and people for thy life.
See that? So we got to understand that, right? We got to understand that the Most High is literally, right? He's going to be the one that fight for us. Right? He's going to be the one that fight our battles when we're going through things. So we got to lean upon him. Right? When we weak, guess what? We lean upon Yahushua. And what does that mean to just lean upon Yahushua? Right? It ain't just saying, oh, going to pray to the Most High and all of that. No, we got to do and fashion ourselves the same way that Yahushua fashioned himself. And we clearly read that when John, right, when John was beheaded, they brought up the body, they buried him, right? He went for a second, set apart. When the people came, he healed them, right? Physically and spiritually. This is what he did. What's our excuse? What's our excuse? We ain't got nothing, right? You take a little time to yourself, whatever the case may be, then you get back up. You go out there. Because we say it all the time. Idle mind is the devil's playground. Right? So during that idle time of when you call yourself, you're grieving and you got a lot of idle time to grieve, guess what you're going to start doing? You're going to start watching something you don't probably need to watch. You're going to start reverting to that bottle. If you may had a smoking addiction, you may go back to smoking, all because you're grieving and you're not doing the work. But if you're doing the work, you're going to continue to read in 1 Corinthians 3 when he tells us not to defile our temple. You're going to continue to read it. You're going to continue to know it. You're going to continue to hear it from other brothers reading. Right? So no matter the problem, no matter what it is y'all brothers and sisters is dealing with, right? is not enough for you to give up on the Most High. Because he's going to be the one that get us up out of here in the end. Whether we walk through the kingdom, right? Or whether we're born in the kingdom. Right? That's the goal at the end of the day. Seek ye first the kingdom of the Most High. Right? And I'll let him.
Man, this is a very good lesson, bro. I mean, people got to learn to understand, man. I mean, our parents are not ours. They may be our parents, but they're not ours. Our children are not ours. Even our lives are not ours. They all belong to the Most High. So when you're ready to walk into this truth, hey, man, you got to keep it moving. Like I said, whatever you're going through, like he said before, and like we just read in Isaiah, he is there with you.
Okay.
Right? You're going through tribulations, he's there with you. Whatever hardships you're going through, he's there with you. But no matter what, like he said to the sons of Judah, like he said to the sons of Kingdom, I will not let you be consumed.
Okay.
And if he's not going to let you be consumed, then you better not even think. You better not even have a thought of even giving up. You better not even fix your lips and even say you're giving up.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's a weak coward's move. Only a coward and a lame will only do something like that. If he chose you for this walk, he chose you for a reason because he knew he knows something in you. But if you turn around and give up on him, then he gonna be like, man, I chose the wrong person. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe you was not meant for this walk. It was only a lame, or only a weak, sorry coward would give up on the Most High God. So no matter what you're going through, or whatever's took from you, hey, keep it moving. Like, oh well, I mean, I'll see him again.
Mm-hmm.
I'll see her again. Yes, you gonna hurt, but keep it moving. Look at what Yahushua did. He made it grieve for a little second. It was like, okay, back to work. And that's how we gotta have that mindset of, okay, back to work, back to business. We don't mean we start down mourn forever. Always remember, whatever's took from you is not yours. I mean, whoever's even took from you is not yours. And I'll end there, man.
Okay. I just did want to add too, you know what I'm saying? It's definitely nothing but the Most High put it on my spirit to do this lesson, because this is literally like, as I'm doing the lesson, you got the young NFL player, man. That young brother was nothing but 24 years old, right? And it's being reported, that he, committed suicide, right? Because he was grieving and dealing with the death of his mother, right? And supposedly he couldn't take it no more. You know what I'm saying? He's saying he couldn't take it no more. So, just imagine, that young man wasn't in the truth, only 24 years old, right? So just imagine somebody that's in the truth that don't know, anything about, any scriptures on, what death actually is, right? You just sleeping. You're getting a long night's rest, right? Getting a long night's rest. And some of us even envy, you know what I'm saying, those that's not here no more, in a sense, right? But at the end of the day, hey, all praise to the Most High, man. Most High willing, brothers and sisters was edified. Yeah, man. So all praises. If y'all want to get in contact with us, you can get in contact with us. I would definitely suggest the email. I know I haven't changed the ticker at the bottom. I'm not sure if our phone number is still working at the moment, but if you do want to get in contact with us, for sure, hit us up at loidetroit12@gmail.com, right? Or you can visit thelionsofisrael.com. We definitely appreciate any and all donations, any and all support, whether it's like, sharing, or subscribing to the video, right? You don't have to donate to support the body, right? Just a simple sharing the video definitely do. You know what I'm saying? So all praises for those that do on the regular, right? Yeah, man. Hey, all praises. I want y'all brothers and sisters to enjoy your Sabbath. Right now, we're literally in the dead season. It's not a lot going on. But at the end of the day, again, just because it's not nothing going on, like we've been saying all night, Most High work don't stop. All right, so to the brothers and sisters, not the sisters, Slaki, I'm going off, but to the brothers that's going out to camp tomorrow, right? Psalms 121 to all of y'all brothers, right? No matter the camp, no matter the city. So I want y'all brothers to, enjoy this Sabbath, enjoy this day of rest. Y'all be safe. Shalom.
Oh man, and don't forget tomorrow, man. Preacher Don, y'all gonna come through dropping gems on y'all. So y'all make sure y'all catch his class also.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Get your notification on with him and enjoy the class.
That's
Until
right.
then, peace, love, and blessings to all the 12 tribes scattered abroad. Shalom.
All right, shalom.
Yeah, yeah.
This is a dedication, a little inspiration.
Yeah, yeah. One day, when the war is won, victory will be yours.
Victory's gonna be ours.
It'll be yours. One day, when the kingdom comes, it'll be yours. It'll be yours. It's a long way up,
Long way up.
and a short way down. Just don't let nobody come and take your crown.
Let 'em take your crown.
Trying to make it through the system, but the doors are locked. The Most High got you covered. You're gonna rise to the
We're gonna
top.
rise, y'all.
This battle will bring victory on with the greatest book in history. Jacob, you're great, it's no mystery.
Jacob, you're great.
Yeah, yeah. You know this battle has just begun.
Battle's just
Jacob,
begun.
you're hated by everyone.
All
But
nations
just remember
hate us.
you're the chosen son. Yeah, yeah.
This song is such an inspiration. We get the kingdom though there's much tribulation. Every day I send my prayers up. I even read where Yahweh said he'd raise us up. He gave Abraham the covenants. On the shoulders of Christ will rest the governments. The forces the nations gotta bring to me. The world is ours, our gates open continually. Praise Yahweh cause he gave us life, and sacrifice the reward as you could reign with Christ. Yeah, it's true, the Father made us sons to get a crown, then endure until the Savior comes. In the sight of God, no man is justified. To be approved, I read that gold must be tried. In the end, we're the greatest folks in history. Malachi sing to them about our victory.
This battle will bring victory.
We gonna get the
on with the
victory.
greatest book in history.
Bible's the
Jacob, you're
greatest
great,
book.
it's no mystery. Yeah, yeah. You know this battle has just begun.
Battle has
Jacob,
just
you're
begun.
hated by everyone, but just remember you're the chosen son. Yeah, yeah.
We give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High God, Yahweh, for giving Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob the covenants, and for choosing our nation. We appreciate that. Hope the song inspired you.